Hi, Chiki. How are you?
I'm very good.
Okay, you're welcome in Bari.
Thank you very much.
It's not so cold like Berlin, but
well, it's not. It's not cold at the moment in Berlin. It's raining.
It's raining
and grey. It's miserable.
Okay, we talk about your work. You are all the time changing experience. I mean about the music. Find new music solution. Is your way of working or not?
Yeah. Well, it's like everything just comes out different. You know, when I go into a studio, I don't want to repeat what I've already done, and I'm always learning. So I go in the studio, I do an album, and I learn because you're never there. So it's always a learning experience. So, like for instance, from this album now, my new album, I know what I got to do on my next album because I've learned. So you're always learning.
Yeah.
So as you learn, things change, you know? And like, say with this single, The Only Way, I was in Russia and a guy played me this because I didn't produce all of it. And I was like, wow, that's like Hell Is Round the Corner. And what's really weird is I said, listen, let me have the track. I'm going to do a vocal. I made Hell Is Round the Corner, and this guy in Moscow could make a track sound like my song, and I couldn't ever do that. I couldn't do another Hell Is Round the Corner. I couldn't do another Pumpkin. I can't copy myself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So you said it's like Hell's Around the Corner Part 2.
Yeah. And what's crazy is that is from a guy, when he played me, I'm like, that's Hell Is Round the Corner. I couldn't actually do that myself. So when I make music, I'm always learning and going into the studio. See, when artists say they claim I did it this way, maybe, but me, I don't know. I sit at the keyboards and I'm playing with sounds, and next thing I know, I got a song, and I don't know how I did it. I don't know how it happened. There's no genius. It's just playing, like drawing. You know, you do a line, then it becomes a picture.
Yeah, sure. You are all the time looking for something new.
Yeah, and like I love like being at the keyboards and hearing sounds. I'm like a child, you know, so I hear a sound and I want to play it. So I'm just like I say to my engineer, record everything. Just going to record. And I might just be playing loads of stuff what don't make sense. But then I listen back and there might be 2 seconds and I'll take from that. So it's just all having fun and experimenting.
Okay. But, you started with Maxine Quay and in the 90s, 97, but Skill Mechanics, what's up for you?
That was kind of like, to be honest with you, that album was so I could go out live without a singer. I wanted to change my show. Like in August, so for 2 years I've had no singer on tour. In August, we have a new singer. But I just wanted to change the show, and I wanted to see if I could do an all show by myself. So Skill Mechanics was to give me more material for live, because a lot of my songs have got girl vocals, so I couldn't do a show. I didn't have enough material. So that album was so I could see if I could do a show myself. It's like touring as well. That's experimenting. You know, you have to try put yourself in uncomfortable positions, you know, because like a tour can get safe. If you're doing the same set list every night, it's very safe and it's very boring.
Yeah.
But then when you change things, or I say to my drummer, no, let's play this, and things happen, you know. So for the last 2 years I've been doing a show by myself, and it's difficult. It's like there's no rest. But I think that's it's good for you. Keeps you know, keeps your mind.
Yeah. You continue your collaboration with Francesca Belmonte. She's a very good singer.
She's on one song on the album. Yeah. She's a great singer.
Yes, great. Yeah.
Unbelievable singer.
Yeah. But last year I saw you on stage with the Massive Attack.
Oh yeah. I did.
That was a good feeling, or?
Not really. No.
No, really.
No, it was good seeing them.
Yeah.
Like being with them, hanging out. That was fun. But their show and my show is very different. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're a bigger band than me. So their show is more like lights and da-da-da. It's a performance. I don't perform. It's just 100% soul. My show is more punk rock.
Yep.
And you either get it. Some people love my show, and then some people really don't like it because it's different. They don't understand it, which is cool. I don't mind that. So, like, you know, I have some people saying, oh, that was strange, or that was... So their show is more like... I can't jam with them. For instance, I can't say to the drummer, play. Or I can't point at the... On stage, I'll say to my drummer, stop. Point to my guitarist, play. So I'm orchestrating. I can't do that in Massive Attack. In Massive Attack, I'm just...
different way of working.
I'm just doing...
Sure.
It's the same show every night.
Yeah.
So I did 2 free shows with them, and I was drinking like from 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I started drinking beer. I've never been so bored in my life. And it's not them. It's not their fault, but it's my show is not kind of like that.
You talk about the new single, so it's out today, and about the music, but the mood is just like claustrophobic. So what it's about?
It's my voice is claustrophobic. No, my voice has always been. People either like my voice or it makes them feel uncomfortable.
Oh,
which is okay.
Also, the lyrics are.
It's about it's about a girl. You know, it's about being with someone, and you've got them, and then you mess up, and before you know it, even if you want to be together, like the only way is you can break up. Which is kind of crazy. It's like if you want to be with someone, but there's no way it can happen, even if you both want it. So it's about a relationship. Like this is the only way. Like us separating is the only way things can be. Which I kind of little things like that I kind of analyze and find them a bit crazy. It's like, how can 2 people really want to be together, but there's no way it can happen? So for me, I find stuff like that very interesting in life. Like, I can obsess about a little thing. I find that really interesting. Like, analysing little, you know, how people's are with each other, you know? And it's just amazing to me how you could be totally in love with someone and they could be in totally love with you, but there's no way you could be together. So that's how I write.
Okay. You are back in Bari. It's your second time. You don't remember, but it's the second time. Okay. And what do you think about the Italian crowd?
Oh, Italian crowd's always good. You know, it's like and to be honest, there isn't many places where the crowd isn't good. I'd say Sweden, nah. Norway, nah. Not that it's bad people, but they're not the most hot-blooded, like, it's like, you know, where else?
The best ever?
Everywhere apart from these places, seriously, everywhere is good. But Norway, like, I wouldn't mind if I never did a show in Norway again. The other place, I would never, like, if I never went to Stockholm again, it would never worry me. I wouldn't say to my tour manager, oh, why haven't we done Stockholm or Norway? I really couldn't care less about going to those places. So everywhere else apart from there is good. Like Japan is great, China is great. Just Norway and Stockholm, I'd rather not do I don't care if anybody ever listened to me in Norway or Sweden.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Ricky. See you tonight.
Thank you. Hello, this is Tricky, and you're listening to Radio Metamax.